MacGregor, and I'm here at Blazin Fiddles in Inverness in the musician Snug, and we're looking at little snippets to try and give an insight into Scottish fiddle music. This week I thought we'd look at some of the kind of wilder elements of the music. A lot of Scottish music, in particular strathspeys, have been cleaned up an awful lot for competitions, and a lot of the life has been taken out of them. That tune there I just played there is a very old tune called the Blazin Fiddles, and that version was put together by James Scott Skinner, and it's through many of his tunes actually that have been cleaned up and made correct for competitions that we've perhaps lost a lot of the life in these pieces of music. What Skinner talked about was when you looked at a piece of music on a page, you were basically looking at a skeleton. What he wanted you to do with that skeleton was to add the meat and the gristle and all the interesting stuff that brings a tune to life. So what you've got to do is when you start playing a tune, you've got to start adding bits on each time. Start adding something new in, something that you maybe have never tried before. And in that tune there's loads of chords going all the way through that. And that's really, I mean, you'll hear this tune which is another Skinner classic, but has been cleaned up so much for dance band usage, for competition usage, and because I suppose when a tune sounds clean it's easy to adjudicate on. But having heard Skinner's earlier recordings, they are furious and wild, and that's what you really want, a bit of that life back into the tune. So, although that was slightly faster, it wasn't the speed that brought it to life, it was the fact that there were ringing strings all the way through that, just from the first phrase. I've got a slightly flat A with my fourth finger on the D string there, which is giving me a slightly discordant, which I can slide into having that open A with it as well, so you go. And that's a huge note as well, you've got that A down at the bottom there with the E. So instead of going, you're going, and all of a sudden the tune has come to life. So don't be afraid of using these strings. When you're playing one string, toy about when you're rehearsing and practicing, toy around with what the notes on either side of that sound like. So you've got this E here, so you've got that lovely chord there, you've also got this one just right beside it. That's what the fiddle, it comes to life when it's got 2 or 3 notes just bellowing out like that. It really makes a huge difference. And just toy around with these chords so that you know what happens when you do. It's almost like it's a mistake happening sometimes. You go down there and you just try the note around about it, and most of the time you'll end up with a lovely chord of some sorts. So take that, and perhaps take that tune that we've done, just had a look at there, to the Laird of Drumblair, have a look at that, and think about all the ways you can bring that tune to life. But in particular, you're really wanting these strings to sing out. Instead of going, you're going with the open A coming out with that as well. Just have fun with it. I suppose that's the most important thing. I'll play the whole of that tune now.